Week 6?
Is it really? Oh my gosh.
Week 6. Week 6? Week 5. No, it's week 6, friends. We have arrived. We did week 5 last week. That was so great. Daphne, you watched the recording?
Oh my gosh. I was like, nobody warned me that I was going to cry. I was
Mm.
also coming off of helping my parents move. And so I'm officially in the aging ch parent chapter. And so, oh my gosh, the stories really got me because I'm there. So,
You
yes.
you felt all the things.
Yep. It
Yes.
was wonderful.
That call should have come with a disclaimer for sure. That was great.
Yeah.
We will do another call like that sprinkled in month 2. But I do want to make the announcement that we are now officially into like the meat and potatoes of this mastermind. I am thrilled to share with you some really important stuff today. We're going to go through groups essentially. I'm getting messages from people not able to get in. Hang on one sec. Send this off. It is the same link each week. So if you want to save it, I don't change it. It stays the same. Okay. Pray they can get in. All right. So before we talk about accountability groups, I do want to share something really important. And I'm going to share my screen because we're going to kind of do a little hot seat right out the gates. We're going to get like the blood flowing and get everybody engaged. This is going to be like kind of like a game show, unless you're driving, where you are going to say the acronym and you're like, what is happening? What are we doing? Welcome to the game show is called The Four Daily Activities for a Successful Business. Okay, so this is going to kind of give you rails, which I know that a lot of us need, including myself. Rails are really important for business because sometimes we get just a little loosey-goosey. Like we just kind of show up and we just start throwing spaghetti at a wall and praying something sticks. This is going to give us some really great weighted rails. And so these are the 4 daily activities for a successful business. These are tried and true. This is 20 years in the making, 13 more specifically for me. Um, this is the real deal right here, what I'm going to be sharing with you for the next 5 minutes before we jump into accountability groups. All right, so the 4 daily activities for a successful business are drum roll, please. Of course, it is in green. Okay, income producing activities. Okay, IPA, not the beer, income producing activities. All right. Then you have your admin activities. Not Alcoholics Anonymous, but yes, AA. All right. So it's gonna stick. You're gonna have some stickiness with this exercise too. Attraction marketing, which is you're gonna see as we go through this list. Everyone's coming in now. Yay. Attraction marketing, AM, and then PD for our personal development. So I have a list of daily activities that you all, welcome Sandra, we're going over the 4 daily activities for a successful business, which is going to give you rails for your business to how to show up and how to steer yourself in the direction that is working an efficient and successful business. All right.
Mhm.
So I'm going to read off these and you are going to unmute and you are going to say, here comes Debbie, and you are going to say IPA, AA, AM, PD. Okay, we are welcome to the game show. The 4 daily activities, and I will be your host, Serena Forster. Welcome, Deb. Um, all right, just as you're coming in, we are going to play a little game. This is called getting our wiggles out, but very important stuff right here. Before we get into how to run accountability groups, why you should run them, and I'll give you the blueprint. We are talking about the 4 daily activities again for a successful business. IPA is what?
Income
Income
producing.
producing activities.
Okay. PD, personal development, attraction marketing, AM, and admin activities, AA. Okay. Are you ready, ladies? Are you ready? It's getting hot. I can feel the hot seat happening. All right. Planning and accountability group.
AA.
Yes. Admin activity. Nice job. 1 point for Sherry. Ooh, did you know there were points? Leading an accountability group. Tricky.
Personal development.
AA.
AM.
Oh, AA.
Traction marketing. Okay.
I'm going to put these by it as we're doing it. Okay. AA, AM. In fact, when you are leading an accountability group, which you will get to understand exactly why this is attraction marketing, but it is 1000% attraction marketing. Okay, ready? Inviting to purchase or join a group online.
Income producing activity.
All day long.
Hmm.
All day long, getting hoppy, drinking IPA. All right, Deb. 1. Sherry, 1. Okay. Getting on a clarity call or a prospect call over the phone.
IPA.
IPA. Was that you, Daphne?
That was me.
All right. She said that was me. Dad, 1. In-person meeting with prospect.
IPA.
Yes. How much fun are we having right now? Are you nervous? You're right. Debbie's having fun. Hot seat coaching.
Personal development.
PD.
PD. Yes, yes. Good job, my friend Ange, 2 on the board. All right. Writing stories on social media.
AM.
Traction media.
Attraction marketing.
Mm.
Writing stories on social
Marketing.
media is attraction marketing. Wanting and praying, bringing people to you. Posting in your stories and on social media.
Attraction marketing.
AM.
AM.
Follow-ups to ghosted messages.
Income producing activity.
Yay, all day. Planning an event.
AA.
AA.
Admin. All necessary. Reading or listening to a book about perseverance.
PD.
PD. Not to be confused with PDA. Networking.
Income producing activity, or at least it is for me.
Attraction marketing.
Yes.
Attraction marketing. Unless you are asking for a sale, you are not in an income producing activity.
Okay. Makes sense.
Although you should see the amount of business I got just traveling to visit a daughter.
Well, that's because you asked for the sale. You said, here's how you order. They had to order somehow, right?
I piqued their interest and yeah.
Hook, line, and sinker. Amazing. Reaching out to current members.
AM. No. Income producing activities.
Yes. Anything that leads quickly to the sale is an IP.
IPA. You are my little every night and every morning when I think about all those people, I think about what you wrote me, that recap.
Yes, so important.
I thank you. I thank you so.
All right, eating healthy food.
AM.
PD.
PD. That
PD.
would be kind of fun if eating healthy food was attraction marketing, but you're like kind of is, right?
Both. It could be.
Yeah.
If you post about it.
I see that. Yeah.
I feel that way. Like, especially if people are going, what is she eating today?
Yep. Sending newsletters.
AM.
Admin activity or attraction marketing. It could go either way. AM.
Or income?
AA or AM.
Okay.
Yep. AM or AM.
Okay.
Getting started right call with a new teammate.
AA.
Close.
Administrative.
AA. Yes.
AA. Yeah.
It is necessary, but definitely an admin. Recognition for team and or members.
Attraction.
Attraction.
Okay.
Attraction. Well, 1000% attraction.
Okay.
Daily exercise.
Personal.
PD. Yes. Why are we doing this? We're doing this because I am going to get you out of your heads when you sit down to work. I want you to do what do you believe is the most and should be the most heavily weighted on your to-do list? Which one of these?
IPA.
IP.
Income producing
Um,
activities.
Yes. And
mm,
here's what happens. We get lost in the other stuff. We get lost in the busy work. We get lost in admin activities because we get lost with like, oh, I need to like call customer support. And then we think that's like counting towards our income, right?
mm,
It is necessary. It is 1000% necessary. All four of these things are very necessary for a successful business. But when you weigh them all out, what weighs the heaviest and should be spent, the most time should be spent on doing IPA activities.
mm,
That's why when I talk about groups, I feel as though the majority of people stray away from doing them because they believe that the commitment, the time commitment to do them is too much. It's too much responsibility and it's too much, work. The too much work part is the income producing stuff. That's where we want all of our heavy lifting to be. Income producing activities,
mm.
big. Attraction marketing is, in fact, throwing spaghetti and see if it sticks. That's
Yeah.
your brand, right? That's when you go out on social media and you are sharing your stories. You are talking about your brand is you, right? You're sharing stories. You're inviting, others to listen and come into your world. That is all attracting people to you. And it is so important to do that because that's how you get your niche. That's how you are finding the people that you want to help and serve. Personal development, this business, you might as well quit now and cancel the call and get off if you are not personally developing yourself every single day. This is a lather, rinse, repeat. The only way to take a no, oh, Adriana wasn't able to come, but here she is. Um, if you are not listening and learning, then you are DYING, right? If we are not growing every day, then what are we doing? So,
Stagnating.
yeah. So in order to, grow your business, you have to continually to grow your mind by you're here, right? You invested in your business by being here. When it comes to books, whether you read the books or you listen to the books, it's 15 minutes of your time. 15 minutes to listen to an audible, which is going to train the muscle between your ears to do all sorts of different things. But for me, PD is and does in fact turn into attraction marketing because when the more PD you do, the more hooked you get on becoming better. And then you keep sharing that. Okay. So again, Adriana, I'm so excited that you're here. I didn't think you were going to be able to make it. So welcome. We played a little game. We had a little game show. Everyone is essentially pretty much tied where we talked about the four daily activities for a successful business. So, just to recap, the income producing activities are the most important part of our business. And then comes the personal development, and then the attraction marketing, and then finally the admin or clerical, work, which is like 5 to 10%. Okay. So we are ready. We are ready to jump in to accountability groups. You all can see my screen, right? Okay, I never asked that before. Okay, here we are. All right. So, I've been in this business for 13 years now, and every single month without fail, maybe I missed, gosh, I didn't even miss when I had Scout or when I had young children. I have been running accountability groups for 13 years every single month, and I will continue to do so to grow a business, with roots, to grow residual, to continue to grow my network. I have never once ran a free group. I do not advise that you ever have to run a free group. What a freeing feeling to know that every time you set up a group, it will be a paid group. Uh, Now all of my groups are centered around my niche, which I advise all of your groups will also be centered around the people that you want to serve. But because we all have different niches, right? They're going to vary slightly. But what is one common factor for the people that we want to serve?
Helping build a foundation of good health, nutrition,
Wellness. Yep.
Wellness. Hmm.
Yes. Wellness is the overall goal for all of these groups.
Hmm.
So when I first began running groups, um, here's why I ran them. I ran them because I was alone. My husband was deployed. I was by myself, and I ran the groups selfishly because I recognize that we are not our biggest fans, right? We are not our biggest cheerleaders. So if we are setting out to do something a little out of our comfort zone or a little difficult or hard, in fact, we are going to talk ourselves out of it all day long if we are doing it alone. So
Hmm.
I was like, okay, I'm going to lock arms and invite other women to do this with me selfishly because I need the support and the starts with an A,
social, accountability.
Accountability.
accountability. Accountability. So same rings true 13 years later.
Okay.
Your people need and crave desperately. They don't even know how much they need accountability. And that is why we do these groups. Here is what's changed. And here is where it's not as scary as you might have thought it was going to be when you first were going to join this call. I ran groups that lasted like 6 weeks. I ran groups that lasted like 21 days because they say it takes 21 days to make or break a habit, right? 21 days was like the least amount that I would do. Well, 13 years ago, there still was 24 hours in a day, but I tell you what, the world was less busy. Do you agree?
Agreed.
There was no TikTok, there was no Snapchat, I mean, the world just happened to be a less busier place. Double whammy. I had young children. So was I racing off to soccer games? I was not racing off to, I was going to Gymboree once a week, and that was it. The rest of the time I was at home, which meant so was my niche. We had more time to invest in these groups. Now, which is very exciting for you, your groups are going to pack a punch, meaning they are going to be very short, swift bursts of energy, bursts of time that is going to provide solutions and tangible results.
Hmm.
All right. So I know Angela does this. I know that we all have been talking about the cleanse. When you think about a group, think about things that have a start date and a stop date. Okay, so the 5 day reset. Who here has done the 5 day reset? Awesome. Even if it didn't serve you in the world that you're in right now, that 5 day reset is a great, great starting point for so many women because they struggle with just knowing how to eat. It is not a step for somebody who is like Debbie. It would not serve her to do the 5 day reset. She knows how to eat, she understands nutrition, she's got that dialed in. Okay, so this is a baby step for women who are just wanting to get their nutrition back on track, to kickstart some really great habits, and it's protein packed, so they're going to be satiated. For people who are, say, in a changing season of life, for people who drink alcohol or who have to really clean up their diets, that 7 day cleanse, that that is a wrecking ball for bad habits, right? That is going to come in and reset factory settings.
I
And
love that word, wrecking ball. That
it's a wrecking ball for all the bad, any of the bad. It just kind of undoes it all, breaks you down, and resets your factory settings. Um, I'd run a 7 day cleanse group once a month. Once a month. All right. So, why? Again, let's keep honing in on why these are so important. And if you're here to continue to build a business and do these, income producing activities that actually produce income, You can't do it without an accountability group. Here's why. You have a reason to reach out to people now. You have something to say, you have something to invite to. Okay? You have waited, you are now a trusted guided resource by doing these short groups that you are going to lead and run. But now when I come to you, I say like, "Hey Sherry, next month's group starts on the 2nd 7-day cleanse. Are you down to burn 5 to 15 pounds of stored fat with us?" Right? Versus, "Hey Sherry, do you have any goals for fall? I would love to talk to you about the 7-day cleanse." Right? Like I asked you to buy, but I just invited you to a group. You have something to think about. I told you the outcome of the group. That's how I titled it, right? 5 to 15 pounds of stored fat. Um, it gives so many opportunities for income producing activities. So let's talk about how we do this, in a very efficient way.
Mhm. That people can follow and people can enjoy this
Oh,
offer.
easy day. Yes. Um, the accountability part is really crucial to your business growing.
Mm.
Okay, so because people are now going to see you as a leader, you're providing a space for them to thrive. You're providing a space for them to see results. You're holding their hand virtually, but trust me when I tell you it takes far less time to lead a group than it does to actually hold somebody's hand, messaging them off sides when they're doing a cleanse and you're trying to coach them. When you're trying to one-off coach people through anything that you've sold them, that's a lot of admin work. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of time. These groups take away all of that. So
Mm.
smart, very efficient way to run your business. But they serve your audience, they serve your niche in a huge, huge way. The group is the afterthought. I'm telling you, don't get caught up in the thinking of how long it's going to take you to plan the group.
Mm.
20 minutes. It's going to take you 20 minutes to plan the group.
Mm.
Okay. The meat, the meat of the group is the inviting. So let's define our group's purpose and our niche. And let's do this in real time. So, what types of groups can you run?
Right. I get an idea.
Mhm.
So a fresh face, or I don't want to necessarily call it fresh face, but skin, new skin, or something with skin, like a skin.
So, do you believe that
Nice.
somebody can come into a skincare group and be blown away in a short period of time?
Yeah, absolutely. The right
Okay.
product.
Okay. If you believe that you can put together like a group where they're gonna walk out being wowed, put together, what those products are and that type of group for sure. But my best advice for you is to just hone in on your 7-day cleanse messaging and
Okay.
continue to roll with that. Um,
I was going to say the reason for that, and by the way, Angela, my mind went immediately to skincare as well, but I tend to be more successful when I invite people and we do it together, skincare. So when you're doing it virtually, what I love about what Serena's recommending is I'm already thinking about the results of this group and that new people are going to see those people and say, I want what she has. So I like the idea, even though I don't necessarily need to do a 5-day ready set wellness. I want to do it with them
yes.
so that I can talk from experience and I could lead by example.
Yep.
And then, but in my mind, I understand about the 7-day cleanse versus the skincare. Skincare is fabulous, but it's harder to sell $300 or $400. You almost want to have an event a tea, a mocktail, where
Yeah.
I did an event and it was successful where I also did smoothies, but you sort of need an assistant or to pre-make the smoothies in advance. But that whole concept of people seeing a before and after, we took pictures, they got to see the results,
Yep.
but it was a harder sell.
You got into wellness, right? Like, and wellness is your business. And we all know that being an optimum weight is the starting foundation, right? Like you need to be at a healthy weight to feel your best. So, the 5 day reset, because it is such an entry level style, meaning it's very simple and it's a to done list. It's to done. It is like everything is laid out for you. It gives people rails, which a lot of people need. It's like a virtual handhold in a box. So think about what your niche, needs. And this is also, very experimental. I flip-flop. So I'll do like 5 day reset and then a 7 day cleanse, and then a 5 day reset and a 7 day cleanse. And I'll have people, do both based on what they need. And you're going to learn the ins and outs of that. But the world is severely overweight.
Mm.
And they come right out and say that. And we live in a really toxic environment for all sorts of reasons. And we have three now. We have, three periods of time solutions. If you look, there's a Modere thing. There's like Modere has a 3 day little.
DJ, yes. Do you know anything about it yet? Have
I
you tried?
don't.
I did
I
it.
don't.
I
You
did
did?
it last week.
Tell us.
How was it?
Um, it, it's heavy on the ginger, so it's a little spicy when you drink it. It's a really thick green liquid.
Okay.
Lots of
Sandra says it
and
tastes
You're
awful.
really selling us.
lots of green in it, but like it was very effective. Let me tell you that.
Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, not to be, give too much information, but yeah,
Ooh.
Sandra says it tastes awful.
it's not the best tasting, but I wanted to find out what it did. So
Yeah, no, that's so great. So that's an opportunity too.
Mm.
And do you guys think I'm doing the 7 day cleanse every single month? No. Like you're the leader. So you are leading people through this. And I make a big to do out of the times that I do the 7 day cleanse. Do. I totally make like this big thing, like, okay, are you joining me? Because I'm actually doing it with you. I need you more than you need me. And so they know, oh gosh, Serena's doing it with us. Maybe I'll do it too. But my people can count on every single month I run a group, and they'll text me sometimes in the middle of the night because I cater to the West Coast. I'll wake up to messages. What's your next group? What's your next group? Like waiting with bated breath.
Serena, I had a question when we first started, because the biggest challenge that some people have with the 7 day cleanse is not doing the cleanse, it's the prep work. People are busy. It becomes expensive if you farm out and buy all the pre-made stuff. So I had once asked, I think I asked you, or I might have asked somebody else, whether you could do an effective cleanse with adding the protein shake as one of the meals. And so because that would be, I think, it's a deal breaker to have to go into a week and people find that. But if you're able to say to them, look, do the 7 day cleanse and eat a protein shake in the morning and then eat salad, eat a big salad. And then,
Yep.
I mean,
You're gonna learn. So when I first came on, I got a lot of flack. I got a lot of flack because I have never coached my people to take out Life Shake, because I thought it was so silly that we were selling the Ready Set Wellness bundle with the 7 day cleanse, because it was always with the 7 day cleanse. And we wanted them to go on auto ship, but yet we were going to ship them in 30 days another bag of Life Shake, but they were not supposed to drink it for 7 days. Like the marketing mindset behind it, like I didn't quite understand. And then as I dug deeper into the True Liver Cleanse and everything that it is 1000% just as effective, if not more effective. Your people are going to keep coming back if you give them 2 scoops of Life Shake when they're on the 7-day cleanse. They're going to keep coming back because it just makes it
High fiber.
and it makes it doable. And you're going to get a lot of people that are like, "Oh gosh, it's just hard. It's just this." And then of course it's like, I completely understand.
Been there, done that.
But girl, like we have to choose our hard, right? You know,
I like that. We have to choose our hard.
yeah, we have to choose our hard. And it's hard to get up and not, put on clothes that feel comfortable. And it's hard to get out of bed when you're so exhausted, right? This is going to be a different kind of hard. And also it's not forever. It's 7 days and you're doing it in a group. You are not alone. You are not on an island. We're in this together. So the inviting. So okay, so you're already thinking in your heads what your group's going to be. Some are going to do the 5, some are going to do 7, some are going to do the nasty 3-day. Just kidding, it's not nasty. You can suck down anything is it only 3 days?
It's only 8 ounces of green juice for 3 nights.
3 nights. Easy day.
Are you able to eat normally during the day?
Yes.
Oh,
I mean,
Well, work's a 4-letter word, and you just have to grin and bear it.
Yeah.
I didn't eat horrible. Like I ate like normal, healthy stuff. So,
And how did you feel?
um, I felt a little bit, I don't know. Personally, I had like a churny stomach for the first day.
Oh,
The second and third day, I was better.
okay.
Um,
So we're not going to do this group. We're going to
But no, can I wait, time out. I want to tell you something. I just was out in Colorado visiting my daughter has gone from a vegan to vegetarian. She lives with a carnivore, so she's that rude. But she has these little shots. Traditionally I'll go to Whole Foods Market with her and buy her, supplement their grocery purchases with a gift card. And on top of that, she buys these shots. We went to a smoothie place where I just gotten off the airplane and I got a fresh smoothie, and she got this shot, and she'll say, "Do you want to taste it, Mom?" Or she'll give it to her husband, Brad. So what you have described is that whole generation of 20 somethings and 30 somethings. She's
just
34.
like to take shots.
They take shots, and they're taking with
Yeah.
that ginger, and you and I might go crazy that it's like awful tasting, but it's that plus the that strange drink, that the kabushka.
kombucha.
Yeah, I mean she
so
she
popular.
does that too. So I
Yeah.
think that you can do a spin on this
Yeah.
tastes awful with, hey,
You're-
there are companies that are selling this, and you're buying a quick 1-ounce shot. You're getting a shot added to your $10 smoothie. They offer that in these very high-end smoothie shops, but here we're offering it for a lot less money and a more effective way to do it. So
Yeah.
join me.
I mean, yeah, you could market it. It's only 8 ounces, so you could market it and you can make it less.
And what's the goal? Is it a cleanse?
It's like a gut activating cleanse. Yeah, basically.
Okay, so if you're obviously going to choose that one, you're just going to go into tools and learn what you can about it.
Yeah, it recommends monthly. It's 3 days a month.
Okay. Oh, wow. What an easy way to do a group each month. Obviously, you probably want to go underground and do it, before. We don't want you to go live and just yak.
When you drink this 8 ounces, are you supposed to do it like a shot where you drink it fast and just say, "Dear God, let me get through it"? Or can you do it over,
No,
you take a few sips and then put it down?
It gets really thick very fast, and it recommends that if it gets too thick to drink, that you add more water.
Okay.
So
So, like,
better to drink it fast.
I did not have anything slow about it, and it got thick on me.
Did you go potty a lot?
Only slightly more than normal.
Oh, I just read that. Okay.
So like I'm one of those that my bowels move after I eat. So a couple times a day.
Wow.
So I only went a few more times than I normally do.
See, we are TMI. We are
TMI.
letting it all.
Well,
Replay.
the other question I have is this designed, given what you've just said, is this designed for people that, like, because I recommended Good Gut and Go as such a great way for people who are struggling to be regular every day, but would you consider this to be an effective way to kickstart, and maybe kickstart and then they go into the 5-day reset?
It might be a little harsh on people who aren't used to either probiotics or a cleanse ever.
Okay.
Mhm.
So
More intermediate, not so entry level.
yeah, like maybe if like for you, Serena, you say you do the cleanse once a quarter, like maybe the other months you do this activate cleanse.
I'm gonna give it a whirl. You sold me. You sold me. I don't know how you did, but you did.
Me too. I think we have to try things. I bought a whole bunch of Modere. Thanks to you, I bought that pudding. You know, I can't wait to share the pudding with everyone. The chocolate trim and smooth.
What a funny word pudding is. Okay, let's
Yeah.
move on. Let's move on. All right, let's so you've got it, your wheels are turning in your head on what type of group you want. Here's the idea behind groups is they need to be short. Okay, very short. Less than 8 days, more than 3. So somewhere in that time frame. Because people one fall out. You know, they need to see results, yes. They don't need something extra in their life. This is not an extra activity. This is going to add value to their life. So don't feel like you're like this militant who I'm going to tell you all the things that I did 13 years ago so you don't have to make these mistakes. I was the one who was like, if you don't check in, I will remove you from the group. You must check in 3 times per day and comment on 2 people's posts. I think I probably talked like that too.
Oh, wow.
You know? I was very like, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it. Here's how it's going to be. Progress.
Well, that was how Shaklee had I mean, the wellness communities are fabulous concept, but Shaklee corporate was telling, you know, you have to.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. That's progress over perfection every day of the week. You are here to be a cheerleader, but you also know more than the person coming in. So you're the cheer. What's the next word?
Leader.
Leader. You're the cheerleader. So you're upbeat, you're enthusiastic, you're engaged, you're providing, you know, the tools necessary to succeed, the support necessary to thrive, and the accountability to make it all happen so they actually leave ready to buy something else. Okay? That's why we do these groups. What happens on day 8 or depending on whatever time frame you choose to do a group, if you're doing it 5 days, day 6, you better clear your schedule because day 6, you are working. That is the prime time in your groups.
Best time.
Let's backtrack. All right. Define your group's purpose and your niche. Let's just pretend it's the 5-day reset. All right. So the 5-day reset, the goal is to
kickstart
weight loss, kickstart good
Yep.
habits. Okay.
Kickstart good. Yep.
While still taking in protein. All right. So what are the specific outcomes that you want your members to achieve? Well, you want them to feel, starts with an E.
Energy. Excited.
Empowered.
Empowered. Okay.
You want your people to feel empowered and all they feel empowered because they're in a group. You are leading, you're the cheerleader, right? And they are following along with whatever plan that they have. And each day they are becoming more empowered. Okay. They're overcoming obstacles. They're, you know, seeing and feeling better. And they're doing it, you know, with a handful of people, right? I've run groups that have had hundreds of people in them, and I've run groups that have had 3 people in them. You have the same level of excitement and enthusiasm, no matter how many people are in your group. So you know who your ideal member is for a 5-day reset person. It's somebody that fell off the wagon, right? It's somebody who needs a to-done list, who needs everything laid out so it's so easy to show up and just check things off. Because we all know that you can get pretty loosey-goosey when you're on the 7-day cleanse, right? You're like, what am I going to eat? I can eat whatever. I can pick from these 4 things, vegetables, fruit, blah, blah, blah. But when you're on, the 5-day reset, you really can just be like, okay, I know exactly what to do. So that's you have to figure out who your ideal customer is. And that's where you really narrow. It's like a secondary part of your niche. There's going to be people that fall into your niche that could go both ways. 5-day reset, 7-day cleanse. So you'll have to figure out who that ideal person is. Best place to run an accountability group? Facebook.
Online? Oh, Facebook.
Or a text group. I really truly believe those that sometimes don't want to be on a Facebook group, even if it's private, they're just on a Facebook or they love text groups.
Yep. That is when you get a little bit, once you have gotten your groups down kind of on autopilot, you'll be able to feel it out. But when you're running short groups like this, Facebook makes it so easy, so free, and so easy to plug and play. It's more effective for your time and more efficient for your time to run a Facebook group. WhatsApp groups. I would go back to Facebook. I've done it all.
Do you use the same group so that people see
Yes.
the following?
Yep. I will keep people in the group indefinitely because you create FOMO. So you never have to create a brand new. How many times have you created a brand new Facebook page for something? Oh my gosh, never
too
have to
many.
do that. Too many times.
Yeah, that was going to be my question. Like,
Oh,
do you
good
do one
question.
group or separate little groups?
No, ma'am. One hub forever, definitely.
Okay.
Short and sweet. Mine's called the Wellness Club. It has 800 people in it, and they all are customers. Okay. And they maybe joined and they weren't customers before. So it's not like I keep it only for paid people, but they window shop. They're seeing people see results and do these groups, and they're like, okay, I joined here for a reason, but I haven't bought yet. Sometimes the group in itself will help people pull the trigger. So you'll have one hub for all of your groups, and we are going to lather, rinse, repeat. Yes, my friend.
Does that hub need to be your brand, or can you do it with other women or other teammates?
Good question. You are ready to do this business on your own. You're not on an island, you're not alone. You are a part of a team, but you are the leader. You are your own leader. You are a cheerleader. You can do this. And you've been here long enough to know the ins and outs of our products. Okay. You're not wet behind the ears when it comes to wellness. You're just feeling like you still have some training wheels on confidence to do it all on your own. But you're ready. That's what this group is all about. That's why, we have this. If you want to run your first one, with somebody and that's going to help you feel a little bit more comfortable, yes. But I have never ran a group with anybody except for doing it for my team.
I was going to suggest that I like when I was part of the wellness community and I was invited. It was not part of my uplines organization, but what was interesting was I only really was interested in inviting people that were already members because I don't know the strangers and I don't know the etiquette of some of these other people in other organizations, but many of us that are on this we're very respectful of each other. We wouldn't poach. So I always participated in the Shaklee corporate wellness communities, but I only invited members where if they were ordering, and hopefully they were, it was going to be reflected on my business.
That's another point too. So pretend you're starting out from scratch right now, right? You're going to set up, you're going to invite to this group. Are we going to plan the group or are we going to invite to the group first?
Invite.
Yes. Yes. We are not planning this group until 20 minutes before the group starts. That's a joke. But you get caught up in your head thinking that this is going to take up so much of your time and it's not income producing work because it's not. And it's daunting and it's clerical and it's admin. Um, and it is. But if you do this in a very efficient, simple way, we will do this in 20 minutes. The real time spent is the heart. The real heart of this is sitting down to make a list. Make a list. Okay, your existing members, your existing network. Make your list of who you want to invite to this group. People who are watching what you're up to. Do not feel that you have to have a warm connection with somebody in order to invite them to feel better. Truthfully, a 5-day reset and a 7-day cleanse pretty much serves the majority of America, you know? And I normally I tell you, yes, we're niching down, but the people who you're messaging are obviously somewhat in your niche. So they all should be invited. So here's what you're going to do. This is again the meat of doing groups is the inviting. 1 hour of work per day I spend inviting. I never miss a day of inviting. I actually feel heavier at the end of the day if I've gone a day without inviting somebody to something.
Yes.
I truly, truly do. I feel like, I failed. Let me get out of bed and go do some work before I can fall asleep.
Wow.
So here's how you
Okay.
make it, simple. And this will be posted in our page for sure. So I'm reading the chat. The Facebook groups allow you to schedule your post.
Very good. Very true.
Exactly. All right. So 3 to 5 posts on social media every other day. It takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times for someone to see something that you're doing for them to be like, crap, I should keep listening. If you think that you're going to post something once and then hope that the world just says, I've been waiting for you to run a group, Catherine. Thank you. Yes. Okay. They need to see it multiple times. They need to be invited to it multiple times. They need to be told why they need to do this multiple times. That's where our frameworks come in. Okay. Our frameworks come in really, really simply when it comes to groups. When it comes to, we talked about selling products, but when you're talking about a 5-day reset or a 7-day cleanse, you you pick one of those frameworks and then you invite to the group, right? You have a date. You have a date. There's urgency when a date is involved, which makes your income producing activities become exciting over time because the window gets shorter and shorter and shorter, and you get bolder and bolder and bolder, or more bold. Each time you sit down to send, a group message to invite, you're like, oh my God, there's 7 days before the group starts. It is the last day, fire drill. So 3 to 5 posts on social media every other day. 3 to 5 in live stories every other day. 1 to 3 emails about the group. All right. 1 to 3 emails. Attraction marketing, NA. Attraction marketing. Go ahead, Deb.
Well, I was going to say also from a timing, because I spent my life, in professionally was event, marketing communications. And I found as I applied it to Shaklee, and I see it with you where you said the second day of the month, I love planning events in the second week, usually of the month, because first week, it takes about 10 days to market an event. You don't want to do it 3 weeks in advance. Generally, it's 5 days. You're starting to remind people. But also, you're getting it's psychologically when you're getting the orders, you're achieving goals at the first half of the month. By the third week or the going into the fourth week, you've already achieved maybe beyond your what you might have considered your monthly goal to be. And then you get out of your comfort zone and say, I'm going to do another one because it's out of your comfort zone.
Yep.
But
So
I usually suggest doing, I mean, that's for me, I was just sharing as a suggestion to the group if they haven't
yes.
considered picking a date.
So 3 weeks. Okay. 3 weeks is when I start to invite because shipping, all of those things. I give people three. I start, just look at a calendar right now. So we are at the 21st. Okay. So my next group starts on November 3rd.
Okay.
All right. So November 2nd, or I'm sorry, November 10th should be everybody's date for their group. And now is such an important time to kickstart great habits because we dive into the holidays. And you're basically, do you want to continue to gain weight or do we want to like scale back, feel awesome, have energy to go into the holidays feeling empowered, lighter, more energetic, not so stressed? So you are right there. We are right there at the cusp. We are at the 21st of October. And what gets really cool is that you're at the end of we obviously work in months here at Shackley, 31 days because we're lucky this month. It's exciting. This is exciting. 20
Maria,
to
can I ask
50.
just two quick questions about logistics of the group? So number one, I'm assuming that when I have a group, this is great for new ambassadors because they would become part of my group and it's a way that I can coach and mentor in how we run groups, correct?
Oh,
Okay.
yes, definitely. Yes, always and always having your team able to have access to this. It's so great. And it also delivers that reach out because you're supposed to be touching, our ambassadors at least once a month to check in to see what the season that they're in to make sure, am I leading you correctly? Are we earning income this month? How can I lead you better?
Yep.
And then you get to say, oh, by the way, I have an opportunity for you to invite to, we're doing a 5-day reset on November 10th. Here's the logistics. I'd love for you to have, your people involved. You can even jump on calls with them, things like that.
Yep.
But these are great, great ways to reach out to your team.
And then do you use the same group for alternating cleanse versus 5-day reset? You were saying you do both. And then in between those cleanses and 5-day resets, do you do any content? Because
Great.
one of the questions I brought to you was like, I have a very big upline co-hosted group that's like not functional.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's why I don't. So it's not busy. Again, I remind my people, I am not here to make your life busier. I am here to add value. And so if I don't feel that there is anything of value for me to share, I'm not going to do it. And if you need something from me, like, of course, I'm always reaching out to my people, but they know where to find me, right? They find me on my personal Facebook page, but I use that hub for to post events. Like on tomorrow night, I'm doing the liquid collagen, a 15-minute chat. So that's where I'll post, that information. I don't sell on that page. I don't like talk about, people are like, oh, let's talk about a product of the week. Like I'm not QVC. I do not do that at all. I keep this for the meat. I want people to just see and feel results, come in, get out, get on with their life.
Okay. So you're not peppering it with a bunch of other stuff. It is event heavy. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what, just to clarify what Daphne was asking, Daphne, when you were explaining your upline, was theirs just posting like nutritional science information that was just bogging people down? Is that what you were referring to?
We have everything in it. We do like little mini challenges. We do, hey, 20% off today. Like, make sure you get your orders in. We do inspiration and quotes, but it's like a big time suck because it's every day we're trying to have content posted in there.
Yeah.
And then so we created a separate group for these protein challenges that we've been doing. But most people in there aren't paid or have been customers so long they're just like in it. And it's not got traction for me. So I'm just trying to figure out how I reinvent what
You
we've got.
you don't
You
even have to
know,
figure it out. You
I
get to reinvent it by starting a blank slate for this group that you're doing right now. And it's going to
Paid
start,
only.
hey, yeah, this is just for the people that are doing this particular group. And then you just build that hamster wheel. Each month,
Yep.
you're just going to watch it grow and you're going to watch it grow and you're going to watch it grow. It will never shrink, right? Because you're never going to take people out. Um,
Yep.
all right, so let's just dive into 20 to 50 people, right? You want to really invite a minimum of 20 because you want to make sure you're hitting at least Star Club 3, every single month. So you want to make sure 3 of those people are going to be new. Um, you have a lot of existing clients, I know, because I've had one-on-ones with you. So if you have a lot of existing clients, then that reach out number is probably higher. For me personally, as you get, just like I said, I have people asking me, when's your next group? That's going to come, but it's not going to come until you actually keep doing it consistently and people depend on you to do it.
Mhm.
That's a very exciting thing to think about for your
It
future.
is.
It's really exciting. So
Mhm.
that's where the attraction part comes in, where when I do put up a post, I already have people in my DMs right now saying like, send me, I need the link for, tomorrow's call, or I need to know what I need for the group that starts next month. That's attraction marketing. That's them coming to me. That's me putting it out into the universe and you coming to me. But for now, the heavily weighted thing on your to-do list is your own reach outs, 20 to 50 direct reach outs, and then your follow up. And we know exactly how to do that. You really do. You know how to sit down. You know how to warmly invite. You know how to not talk like you're selling pest control.
Yeah.
Know how to be conversational. You're learning how to, sprinkle in humor, things like that. So let's look at number 3. La, da, 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 da. Okay, so only when you're done with all your reach outs, you're continuing to reach out, you're doing all the things, and then the group's approaching, and you're creating all your FOMO, and you're creating all your urgency, and you're doing, all the legwork. Then you get to plan the group. Do
Okay.
not plan the group and then invite. By the time you sit down and plan a group, you'll spend 6 hours planning it to make it perfect. And by the end of the 6th hour, you'll be like, I'm so tired. I don't even want to go and invite people. All right. So
may I
what
just ask? I'm
yeah.
sorry. I just wanted to ask one thing. It related to something that you said early on at the start of this, that after you're done with the group and you have results, people are responding and saying, wow, I lost 5 pounds. If we wait till that 6th day and then you said, and that's when your work begins, because you're going to then say, hey, now I want you to buy in your mind, you're thinking, I want them on the Ready Set Wellness or on Vitalizer or Life. I'm wondering, since for some of the customers, it takes 8 days to get product, when would be the optimal time that now you've started the group, you're succeeding, you're doing a little bit of posts, the people are getting excited.
Mhm.
At what point are you saying, hey, we're nearing the end of this 5 day, to maintain this momentum? I want to talk to you about what the next step is.
Mm.
This isn't a one hit wonder.
Right.
We're moving into. So
You want them
when,
to see once you
when would
start.
you recommend that?
I always recommend you let them lead the way. So you're going to notice when you reach out to people, like if you have 5 people in a group, that is very manageable for you to personally do like some behind the scenes, like, hey, Daphne, how much are you loving, your new routine for these 5 days? Or, whatever the question is, you're going to feel that out. Awesome. Are you ready for next steps? Okay, to keep this momentum going. Okay, that's my verbiage right off the gates. Like, are you ready for next steps to keep this high rolling? whatever fits your personality. It's always about to continue the momentum so they continue to feel empowered. That's really what health and wellness is all about, is for them feeling in control. Because for a lot of women, when we feel at our worst, it's because we're out of control. We're not making really great decisions. We're like completely out of control. We're just loosey goosey, eating our kids' leftover quesadilla, drinking cold cups of coffee all day long, totally out of sorts, out of control. When you get into a group and you watch them like take back control of their life, they're like, I don't want to let this go.
Mm.
So you're gonna feel out, if you have a handful of people, how they're feeling, how they're doing, how you need to coach them. But you don't want to say on day two, it's time to learn next steps because they're just starting, they're just kind of getting into that groove. So
Yes.
if there's lapse in between their next order, you're just there to be like, okay, we're going to keep this going with lean protein, lots of water, movement, whatever it is. So let's talk about what it looks like to just build the group quickly in 20 minutes, not 20 minutes from now, but I do this in 20 minutes and I don't ever have to do it again because once you do it once, you don't have to do it again.
Mhm.
So, I use Canva. How many of you have Canva? Easiest thing on the planet. So simple. It's a private
Ooh, I
Facebook.
love that. So pretty. Love the can.
So, um, so each day is, what it says, day one, all the way to whatever days you're doing. And you just input whatever like the theme of your day is. And again, don't overthink this. This is inspirational for sure. This is very motivational, for lack of a better word. Everything begins inside your mind. You can do Tuesdays are for this, Wednesdays are for wellness. They know exactly what they're going to see each day of the cleanse if they've done it with me more than one time.
Mm.
Do not change this. This has stayed the same for 4.5 years.
Oh, so beautiful.
Do you want it? You can,
Yes.
Yes.
you can absolutely have.
Yes, please.
I'll post.
Yes,
Seriously?
please.
I'll post it in your page. And just
Oh.
like Adriana said, the really cool thing about Facebook is scheduling posts.
Mhm.
So you set a timer for 20 minutes. Okay. You go in and you put day one. And on
Mm.
day one, what is the most important thing for somebody to know when they're starting a new journey? Progress over perfection,
Perfection.
right? Like, so I will give very short bullet points
Mhm.
of, how to succeed in this. And Shackley, if you haven't downloaded the Ready Set Wellness accountability workbook, I helped put that together. It's a
Mm.
lot. It's a lot of pages. Um, but there's some valuable information to pull from.
Mhm.
You just want them to be successful. That's it. So you want to just give them rails. Like if whatever they're on, if it's a 7-day cleanse, they need to know what they can eat and what they can't eat.
Yes. Boundaries
Yeah.
too.
So in your wellness hub or in your, space that you're doing this, you'll have just very simple files in the file section. All that you do not have to recreate. It's all been done for you by Shackley, the shopping list. I mean, the essentially the 7-day cleanse, there's a digital guide. So you just want to have that all in one space, just
Mhm.
easy reference.
Mhm.
And then each day you're just providing a new tool and you can schedule it all out and it is done. You wrap it up in a green bow and you're off to the races. So the planning of the group, no more have to worry about it.
Already done.
I will send you those slides and you just need to work and it's this much, right? You are not there to add a million things to everybody's list. You're not there to give them 97 recipes and every tip you've learned in the last 20 years of wellness. No, you are there to provide very simple steps.
Mhm.
You're there for support and you are the cheer
Leader.
leader.
This is way better than going to the uh, all of the graphics and stuff that's in our back office and just putting all of that in and scheduling all of that. It seems like information overload and a
Totally.
lot of stress
Already
on how to
stressed.
schedule it and time it. And
Yes.
I, I'd
You're
I'd love to hear I'd love to hear the part where you get them to pay to come
yeah.
into the club.
Yeah. Well,
That's the scary part for me.
so depending on the group that you do, you have to just start inviting, right? You have to just dive in
Yeah.
your people, and we can work
And
on,
it's a bundle driven thing. So you're just charging them that, right?
yeah, here's what you
And
need.
you're just getting their order in so they have it in time. So it's more conversational rather than,
I mean,
okay,
and
you have to pay this much.
that 5-day reset is $200.
It's pricier.
Yeah, that's a big chunk of change.
And when you think about it, it's 5 days, it's $40 a day. Like you can't get breakfast, lunch,
Mm.
and dinner. I mean, you're just making a little bit of protein for dinner, but
Yeah.
Breaking it down to daily, how much it cost is
You're
helpful.
you're gonna get so good. I mean, the 5-day reset is just a great intro group for sure for people who are, like I said, kind of babies right now. They're either fell off the wagon or they really need nutritional rails, and this is the perfect place for them to start because again, it is done.
Mm.
It's done. So
perfect timing right before Halloween for those that are buying candy for the kids that are coming to the.
Or yeah. Oh yeah, that's why I have this group on the it's the post Halloween group.
Serena, what percentage of people that you have do the cleanse actually start with a Ready Wellness kit? Like that you're able to
Good question.
spice them up?
Great, like 90%.
How do you do that? I want to know that.
I say so I lead with the invite, the 5 to 15 pounds of stored fat or whatever is I know that person needs to hear. And I can do a little detective work by looking at their page and being like, they drink a lot of alcohol. This is going to cleanse your the liver. This is a true liver cleanse. They were just in Mexico. They got back from vacation.
But Serena, I already have a clean liver. My body does that for me.
Oh, silly Angela. No one has ever said that to me.
Okay.
Has someone said that to you?
Mm-hmm.
Then they definitely don't need what you have then because
how do they know that? They would only know that if they've gone to their doctor, gotten blood work done, and the doctor has said
they need to be an ambassador. They need to become an ambassador. That's what that conversation goes to.
Yeah.
So if you've got it all locked in, come join my team.
Right.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt.
Come teach me your clean liver ways. So I say, okay, they're like, yeah, I really need to do this. Like, we were on vacation after vacation. I've got the summer, I'm in the summer slump, the fall dump. I'm ready. I'm ready for the fall dump. I'm like, all right, cool. The group, you have a time. The time is November 2nd. So tell me when you're ready and I'll send you your quiz. So I roll right into Meology. I basically treat the 7-day cleanse as a Meology, Life Shake, and AM and PM supplements. So it's like you're actually getting the 7-day cleanse for free. Right? So they're like, okay, ready for the quiz. Yeah. I didn't even brush over. I'm like, okay, they're ready for the quiz. Awesome. We can take it together, or I can send you the link here. Tell me when you have 2 minutes. I have 2 minutes right now. I don't ever drop a cleanse, or I don't ever drop a Meology quiz to somebody just out of the blue. I have them tell me, yes, I have 2 minutes, or you want to jump on a call and we can do your assessment together. It'll take 5 minutes.
That's how I was successful doing them when we were required.
You do it for them, like you're literally inputting the information for them.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll go much faster.
It's so
because you're reading them the questions. when we were required to do, for the quarterly incentives, and we had to do like 50 of these, oh, I used to just say to people, give me a couple minutes. And literally, I got so good at asking the questions fast.
I would love a demo. I would love a demo on that piece because that's golden.
Yeah, that's all you say. You invite it to the group. They say, "Yes, I want in." Great. We need to start with your quiz or your assessment, whatever verbiage you want to use.
Okay.
Tell me when you have 2 minutes. We can jump on a quick call.
And I was really successful getting people to do it right after, because I would say to them, keep this quiz. It's so handy when you meet with your doctor for your annual checkup. This is really good information to share with your physician. Whether they did or not, it didn't matter to me, but they were active.
A lot of the times they're going to want to take it on their own. In the beginning, you're going to find that they're going to say, like, if they're just getting to know you, they're like, okay, no, like, you can send me the quiz. I have 2 minutes. And then here's what I say. I say, awesome. I'm going to drop it below. Come back here when you're done and tell me what you put as your top 3 focus areas.
Okay.
You want them to have an action step to come back to, because this is more discovery, right? Like this is what the discovery is, right? So now that you're inviting to groups, the organic sales cycle is going to be it's going to be ongoing.
Mm-hmm.
So your rapport is, girl, I see you just came back from Mexico. This is the perfect time for you to do a cleanse. We're doing it on this date and this date. Let's cleanse the liver and lose 5 to 15 pounds of stored fat. You in? You in? Oh my gosh, I really need this. Yes, I am in. Okay, great. You need to start with your quiz. Do you want me to send it to you or you want to jump on a call real quick? You can send it to me. All right, just tell me when you have 2 minutes. I don't want it to get lost in the shuffle. Well, I have 2 minutes right now. Okay, I'm dropping it below. Get back to me right when you're done and tell me what you put as your top 3 focus areas. Awesome, Sherry. I'm done. I put weight, energy, and cognitive health. Oh my gosh. So similar to me. This is so exciting. Are you ready for next steps?
Okay.
You don't have to ask, when do you want to feel these things? Because you have a date. Like you already have the group. So great. So awesome. Tell me when you're ready for next steps. I'm sitting down and I'm working right now, right? You want to like let them know that you're helping other people. So I'm working on a few, other women right now. Are you ready for next steps? Yeah, I'm ready for next steps. Great. Scroll down. You'll see the Ready Set Wellness bundle. That's our ticket. That's the golden ticket right there. You are actually getting the 7-day cleanse for free in the 3rd drop down. Do you need help choosing LifeShake flavors? This is what we call we are eliminating the space of being ghosted. We're like, you can even say chocolate or vanilla, but now that we have more than 2 flavors, because since I started drinking soy, I never used to offer the soy until now. So I really like to just keep that question. Do you need help choosing LifeShake flavors?
Okay, I have to question one thing. I'll quite often say to them, the plants option is your best choice. And I would recommend that. Would you like it in chocolate or vanilla?
Yeah, you don't even have, I love that. You can eliminate the beginning. I would just say, because they're doing the cleanse, and you're right. I would say chocolate. We just need to choose our LifeShake flavors: chocolate, vanilla, or one of each.
And why did you select, why do you recommend plant-based versus soy? Just because it's less pure, or?
No, because plant-based for the cleanse, because it's a plant-based.
Technically, they're both plant-based.
Plants. Yeah.
I was going to say that, and I tend.
That always blows my mind. I'm like,
I know.
soy
Soy is
is a
also big.
plant.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
I think that it's less, I think this is what Scout says. This is funny. This is like our mindset behind soy that it's, are you ready for this word? GMO. That's what she calls genetically
Oh, GMO.
Mommy, it's non-GMO.
It's so cute.
See, my daughter at that age asks, what is channel? Channel? Do you know
Janelle?
what channel? Yeah.
No.
I still laugh 30 years later.
It's
But
non-GMO. They're both non-GMO.
I love talking about the soy and saying that it's non-GMO. It's lighter in texture. It's really what I love about it is it just opens up the dialogue to talk about
Soy.
our company and that we are all plant-based and it's never had a product recall. I mean, this is the best of the best.
Yes. But remember, your job right now is to bridge them and bring them over.
Mm.
The you're not there to educate yet.
Whatever they want.
Yeah, exactly. You get them in a group and then they are front row to everything that you have to say. And everything, you are the trusted guided resource when you start leading and running groups every month. And people will really start to listen and take heed because, again, she's the confident one. She's the one leading this. She has the plan. She's providing the solutions.
Mhm. She wants to help me.
They're going to keep coming back. So you
Mhm.
give people this safe space where they feel empowered. They're coming in and they're seeing wins. They're winning and they want to keep winning. So my people know that I do, a cleanse once a quarter, every 3 months or once a quarter, and they'll just follow right. They'll right in suit follow with me. So they're adding that cleanse, every 3 months to their order without fail with me all the time. And then, of course, anything else that I introduce into my routine or I'm talking about, it gets added to their order as well. So this group will also be a place for it's a hub essentially where people feel that when I go into this group, I'm going to see results.
Do you
And
ever have people post their results on your hub, or is it mostly from your leading the conversation?
yes, you mean like when you're actually doing the group?
Yes.
Yes, yes. So you say that, right? You do want to encourage people to participate because accountability is what helps everybody thrive. So when they're showing up and saying, I did X, Y, and Z, you want them to check in. And you do it in a very lighthearted way by saying, guys, I'm not here to take away from your life. I'm here to add to it. So show up. This is going to add 2 extra minutes to your day to peek in, to celebrate some wins, to share how you're doing. And it's going to keep you going. It's only going to help your cause more. Yes. And you just keep, you celebrate everybody who's sharing. And then a lot of people will come and tell you at the end of day 7, like they will absolutely share their results with you. And then what do? You screenshot that and you put that in your testimony album in your phone,
Okay.
with their name, cropped out of it. And then that is how you sell the next group.
Mhm.
You put those words in your newsletter, or you put those words in a live story. And that is how, you literally lather, rinse, repeat. Um, and it's so exciting because you're never going to get bored and you're never going to feel overwhelmed because when you do groups, they work. And you're always getting messages of like, oh my gosh, I'm mind blown. I got on the scale and I'm down 12 pounds or, whatever it is. And that's the high that keeps you going next month.
Mm.
Mm,
So
okay.
these groups are so, so important. Like if I could be the gentle, bold, and super bossy in all capital letters to tell you to sit down and put that on the date, put that on the calendar, and to invite, to begin inviting, to begin doing your post, to use the framework. Um, I can't emphasize it anymore. Yes, go ahead, Audrina.
So I think this may answer Angela's question a little bit. When I have posted my results, I got flagged by um,
Exactly.
Shackley because it was beyond what they had studied or whatever. So this is a private group then where you can
Yes.
put these things. Okay.
Yes. And also live stories. Whatever you want to say that's walking a fine line. Girl, look at me. I don't just walk a fine line. I'm on a tightrope with compliance. A tightrope.
Mm.
And
It,
I'll cross over every single time. Do not even let that deter you from sharing
Okay.
jaw-dropping things.
Serious?
Okay.
were you flagged because you were saying it's promising
During
things, not the
No,
results, right?
no, my results. I was flagged because I posted about myself and my husband's results when we did the cleanse.
By
I
saying
got a
that you
phone
lost like,
call and everything.
It was insane.
do it
Oh,
again. Do it again all day long.
be the bad girl.
And I'm learning, like I'm becoming Catholic, so I'm learning the way y'all do things. Do and then ask forgiveness.
but I'm amazed that they are flagging. Like, I understand if you said it's going to cure cancer, trust me, take it. But if you said, my husband and I completed the cleanse and we each lost 10 pounds,
Mhm.
that is a flag.
There's a
I
lot.
actually accumulated the results. I actually said in total we lost this. So I didn't even say which was which, but they said
Mm.
based on the numbers that would exceed what we had in our study. And so therefore you can't post it. We're going to wait for you to pull it down or we'll pull it down for you or something like that. It was interesting.
I think Evelyn has my
Weird. I've
on
exceeded those things too.
Serena, I'm not
that.
surprised.
Do not let compliance deter you. And even compliance will say that. Like they even know. And I have had multiple meals and multiple cocktails with our legal counsel, Matt Town. And he is such an advocate and cheerleader for us, but he also wants to protect this industry. But I know all of the women that I'm speaking to right now are not going to say false claims.
We're
You know,
not.
we're all sharing our own testimony. And so if that walks a fine line, let it. Girl, ride that fine line. Tightrope it up.
When you
I've got
get
a
that call, when
question.
you get that call from
Just
compliance,
send
you're
it
like
to
that
me.
5-year-old.
But you know what? You still got the information out,
Yeah,
right? You still got it out.
that's key. Serena, what's your take on when corporate has the invite everybody to this event and it's a business opportunity? I tend to just like stay away, especially after listening to it going, oh God, I wouldn't do it that way.
Yes, I agree. I agree
Okay.
completely. Shackley is the vehicle, right? We love this company. We love their products, their solutions that they have, but you're the heart, you're the business. They're joining you. They're joining because they want to lock arms and work with you. And I don't exemplify. I'm not what Shackley puts out, right? I'm not Shackley's Instagram page. I'm not their brand. I'm, Roger thinks I'm a loose cannon, and loves me, yes, but I'm not similar, to them. Just like,
Professionalism is there. You're professional.
oh
You're
yeah, I
not,
mean, I know my stuff for sure, but
yeah.
yeah, which is why I'm teaching you. I'm teaching you the less rigid way to be really successful in this business, right? And it really is right here, right? It's like working from here. The center vessel of our body is why I get up. And I think that we get really caught up in, just like you said, like all these things to invite to that Shackley will put out, and all these meetings, and what 99% of Shackley ambassadors are doing, and we're watching that, and it bogs us down. And I want you to feel free and light to know, no, no, no. I have my blinders on and my heart open. Like this is my business. I'm just
Mhm.
using the same similar products that that person is doing, but I'm going to do it in a way that serves my people better, but also serves you. This is going to serve you more ultimately because you're not doing a checklist that's like set out by Shackley Corporate, who has never in their life been on this side of, you know, this the field. They've never been in the field. The words that they're telling you to use are garbaggio.
Mm.
Check in with your people. You just let them know. Tell them to, if you want to have more information, just let me know. Like, who's writing this?
Yeah.
Um, But yeah, I don't invite to those things. I think that people would much rather hear from you.
Okay.
1,000%.
Hmm.
1,000%. Including your teams as you build them. They want to be led by the person that caught their eye in the first place.
Hmm.
I love you guys. Can I just say that?
We love you too.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you're, gathering everyone in the group and you're hosting the group and you're in the middle of it, do you ever offer like a prize or anything,
I
like
love that question.
at the
I
end?
love this question.
Did it or
Yes. If it lights your fire to gift,
Mhm.
the littlest of things goes a really long way.
Yes.
So yeah, when you celebrate people for showing up and you're like, I've got some snail mail coming your way, and you post that, people, if it's like 3 hydrate packets and a triple defense, and they know that something's coming in their mailbox.
Snack bar, it just telling them halfway through it, like, hey, you are really going good. You've showed up every day. You're changing the game for all of us on this group.
Yep.
That's
And
what
get
I
and getting
like.
and getting them to finish it. I mean, even if you had 5 prizes or 5 zincs, that you send out,
Yeah.
Well,
um,
we're not thanking them for their orders, right?
No, we're not.
no, I said finish the cleanse.
No,
Finish
I'm
the
making
cleanse.
Debbie, I'm making fun of myself because
Oh,
I've been the queen
oh,
the entire
I
business of
know.
thanking
no,
everybody for their
So
no.
much
orders.
freer. You're so free now. You're free of the. Thank you so much for supporting my small business. Your business is not small. Your business, do not play small. Your business is not small. You have
Mm.
the biggest hearts. You're ready to serve.
yes?
Catherine asked a question, which I hope it may
Yeah.
have been answered. But when you have them doing the meology, you've piqued their interest. You've sent the link. You've asked them for their
Oh.
3 goals.
Yep.
And now you're scrolling down and you're saying to them, look, you've shown interest in doing this cleanse. Like, do you say,
Are you ready for the next?
are you ready for the next step? So that you could you could order the Ready Set Wellness and you're getting a free cleanse. Like what you
Oh yeah,
finish.
it's always just this is what it is. Like it's never like you could get this. This is what the group is.
Okay, so are you ready for next steps?
Are you ready for next steps?
Mhm.
Yes, I'm ready. Awesome. Scroll down, find the Ready Set Wellness bundle. And you also, of course, you use this all day long because Ready Set Wellness is a little bit more intuitive. It's harder to place the order for them.
Yes.
But have no fear. I have found many ways to work around it. So if somebody wants me to go in and do it for them, even after they've already taken the meology assessment,
Mm.
I will do it because I'm now in control. So if they've already taken their quiz and they got back to me like, Sherry, I put weight loss, energy, and cognitive health. And you're like, girl, we are so similar because that's what I actually put the first time I took the quiz. Awesome. Okay. Are you ready for next steps? Let's do this. Yes, I am. Okay, you're going to scroll down. You're going to find the Ready Set Wellness bundle. I have this saved actually. It's I don't even have to type it. It's already saved what I share, the very simple bullet points of what to do next.
Okay.
Would that benefit to put that in our page?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Because
send it along.
Yes, I'll put that in our page.
Send the 5-day reset too, if those tiles are different than the
The 5-day
Right.
Yes. Okay, yeah. My 5-day reset one's very similar, but it's
I'm
all
going to alternate. I
The
think I might start with that one.
5-day reset. You do not have to go through all the rigmarole. Go ahead, Sherry.
just a quick question. Do you ever offer Vitalizer instead of Meology I know several years ago I had a coaching that said I never do Meology, I always do Vitalizer.
Really good question. And I have some of my teammates who the reason why they like the Vitalizer is a reason that I don't love. They like to offer the Vitalizer with Ready Set Wellness because it's easier, because they can close them faster. Do I believe that the Vitalizer serves them better than Meology? No. Here's why. The Vitalizer has the Pearl probiotic in it,
Mhm.
and I strongly feel that our Off the Flora DI is a 10 times better. Yeah, Christine too.
Mhm.
The 10 times better product. So I do really like to make sure that in Meology that they get the probiotic because we all know that's gonna like be like they're gonna
Major.
see and feel a difference.
Mm.
Um,
But
and
it
of course
doesn't,
they don't take it.
in meology, it's not always offered unless you have some
No,
gut health. So that's would be why I would think
right.
maybe Vitalizer might be a better option depending on their meology results.
Well, that's also another reason why you want to know who you're speaking to, because again, a lot of our niches really need a powerful probiotic. Everybody does. Everybody needs a powerful probiotic every day. It's, not everybody needs palmetto complex because we are women and that is for prostate, but everybody needs a strong probiotic. Uh,
Are they working on the option to um, I don't know, to provide that variance? It's
I don't think so. I think they believe they're both, optimal.
They can work together fine. So
I mean, I
both.
was going to see, I was going to say, not that we ever want to lead by price, but Vitalizer has, sorry, I'm not educating you, but it has 80 optimized nutrients. I actually, if I can try to step them up to life, if I find somebody's got Vivix in their meology, I'll step them up and then they get the D1. But I just wish in a way that there was I don't know.
Yeah, I think that if you're coming from a place of this makes more sense to your people, then don't even have to worry about the quiz. They're ready to rock. If you
Okay.
believe that the vitalizer is superior than meology, then I would roll with it that way. And
Or,
you can
or,
actually say
or,
that you can do the order for them.
or it goes back to what you have suggested, and that's giving them power to make a decision. They've completed the meology and say, this is customized and this is for you, but you have an option. You can also do this. Without even taking time to tell them, well, the difference is the pearl versus.
Yeah, yeah. And then it also stems from your hero story or your beginning story, right? Like, where did you start? And this is their gateway in. If that bundle, if they're a new client, it's their entry, and it's never ending. It's not like they're not going to be one hit wonders because we don't do that anymore, right? That's why we provide, accountability groups. They're going to come in and see and feel results, but this is just their entry step. And then you can talk about like, okay, like how did you love your new routine? And you're going to be able to tailor. They're like, "Oh, it seems great." Or I have a really hard time swallowing this pill or whatever. And you'll be able to open up that dialogue to continue to help them.
Yeah, that was my question. It was the back office, the people that create our website, to be able to say to them, we as ambassadors, we as the leaders and people guiding, we need access. We want, you know, if we're not doing the meology with them, we want the ability to go back. And I remember even with my daughter Alyssa, it was so hard for me to do that. And this takes us back many years because Chris Bartholomew he was able to get into Alyssa's meology and make that adjustment. But I think, given that you are so involved with corporate, if you could it's a simple tweak. You talk to anybody who does web development, the back office, this would be simple for if they wanted to give that flexibility in making that change, and it would
Yeah.
behoove them.
Yeah, who knows? They listen to me. It doesn't mean they follow what they say. But back to Catherine, and as far as like closing people, use this group, right? Like don't get caught up in the fear. Like I think that you're fearful of sending bold messages. Uh, these are warm messages. When you're inviting somebody to do something, it's very warm. It's not a cold call by any stretch, because it's going to serve them and they are going to see and feel results. So we'll cross that bridge when you get to it. You already can go back and look at all of our calls to know how to organically close with excitement, with sounds like you're ready, with can I do this for you, or would all of those things. But if you get caught in the weeds, use our group offline in the Facebook page.
Can I share one more thing? Today was my PET scan, and that's where I was driving back from.
How are you?
I feel fantastic. My secret partner in this protocol I've been following said, when I asked him about setting expectations, he said, I have every expectation. There's no metabolic activity. Everything's gone, because he's done this many times. So we're standing by for the results.
Amazing. Well, I'll pray.
It's been 40 days or so of 2-carb keto, and the last 2 days it was 0 carbs. So I'm thinking a 5-day reset might be a nice segue back into
Have to eat.
getting to eat. Although I haven't been starved or felt deprived at all. It's been amazing food. I'm just, kind of having cravings for a everything bagel with cream cheese.
We also miss you in our workouts. So.
I know, that's the big thing. I can't wait to
Catherine,
have strength to do that.
You're in my prayers. May I ask, since
Thank
we're
you.
all sisters, what was the concern?
So I got diagnosed April 30th, just as I realized that my business dropped by 65%, my pet sitting business, because of the wildfires in California. So January on, it's been challenging. And then I got this news. Surprise! Congratulations, you got stage 0, high-grade DCIS. So I thought, and he congratulated me, sent me on my way, said, you're going to have a great outcome. The next day, I sat in front of a surgeon who said, we'd like to take your breast off. It's like, wait, how is that a good outcome? And it's DCIS means that there's cancer cells in the duct, but it's non-invasive. It's just hanging out in the duct, having a wild party, which may exit and get everywhere. That's the high grade part. And my view was, it's non-invasive. I'm not open to voluntary amputation. So I'm going to do this over here, and we'll monitor it, and we'll see. So
Right.
There's a book. There's a book outline already done on my journey, because it's been wild with what else can you do to empower yourself.
Yeah. Well, this group is going to be a great welcomed income producing distraction, if you will, for you.
Oh yeah,
of us for sure.
I want to blow this one up.
Yay, good. Well, I got to get to work by posting all of the stuff we talked about, our notes, my group days for the 5-day reset and the 7-day cleanse. What else do you need from me?
Oh, you had some secret. Oh, the scroll down, the walkthrough of the meology to get to
yes,
context.
And then in the third bubble, you're going to get the cleanse, and it's going to be free. I loved that.
Yes, I'll give you the step-by-step so that they don't feel overwhelmed. Very simple instructions on how to order. I got that.
That's
you miss Darwin, Serena.
I do. He was my workout buddy.
Yeah.
All right,
This was incredible, and thank you for the extra time. This was a very powerful class.
So good. I look like I'm gonna I don't know, am I Hermione or am I gonna go play rugby right now?
I know. I feel very British seeing your little Ruggers outfit on. And I think I'll be back to workouts in a week. He wants me to taper up I get to do 12 carbs from now for a week.
Oh, don't go crazy.
I know. I almost did, but I'm going to wait.
All right, ladies. It was so wonderful to see you. I'll post the recording and all of my stuff. I'll see you guys next week.
I saw Scout in your face just now. I saw Scout. I really see. I see little bits of
the sobbing girl from last night. Oh. Michael left. I was like,
oh my God.
What is happening?
Did you read what I wrote? I mean, yes. I have to tell you, if you can't imagine when Michael saw Alyssa, for his first look, seeing when she came into the bridal suite, just hearing him, we were out visiting Alyssa and Brad, and just, the tenderness, it's amazing. But
I officially have a daddy's girl. I did not see that coming. Cheers, ladies. I will see you guys very soon.
See you later.
bye-bye. Thank you.